pitching today for the Pioneers. Number 9, Brendan Lounsdale. The starting lineup for the Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off the pitcher, number 8, Trent Johnson. Batting second, the left fielder, number 5, Carson Scott. Batting third, the right fielder, number 27, Caden Jones. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 4, Caden Abney. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 20.
Good afternoon from Union City, Tennessee, where the Crawfordsville Athenians move into the championship round, playing against Gibson County, Tennessee. Athenians, at this point, have gone 3-0 down here to make their season record 4-0 at this point. And we have 2 games to win to claim the championship here, Mike. Let me acknowledge my helpers here. We have down at the far end to keep the camera right on spot, Mr. Michael Smith. And then on the tech end of the thing, Mr. Duggar once again is right there. I hope you're seeing the picture well and I hope you're hearing this well. Helping me on color today is Mike Schubert. He's really got the hard job. He's got to push the pen and keep the scorebook and keep me on track. This is Dan Welver, and we're going to be starting baseball here very shortly. We'll go ahead and run through the starting lineups here. Have not got a signal as to who the home team is yet, Mike. If you know that, I'm sure.
Yes, we are. We are the home team, Dan.
All right, thank you. All right, well, we'll give the starting lineup for the Athenians. Leading off and pitching is Trent Johnson. Hitting in the second slot is Carson Scott. This is a change, Mike, in our lineup today. Carson playing left field once again. Hitting in the number 3 spot is Caden Jones. Caden playing in right field. Hitting in the 4th slot is Peyton Abney. Peyton playing second base. Hitting 5th, Josh Blackburn. Josh will be playing in, I think I wrote that down wrong. I'm sure he's playing left field, but I'm sorry.
Probably in center field. Yeah, he'll be in center field.
So then we go to Chase Dow. Chase, of course, playing third base. And Cale Wendelin continues to play in the DH position. He'll be batting for Sammy Ritter, who's doing the catcher today. Will Kellerman bats 8th and plays first base. And finally, Brendan Dow hits in the 9th slot, and he is playing shortstop. So that's your lineup for the Athenians. And for the visiting Gibson County Ball Club, Stephen Overstreet will lead off. He's the second baseman. Sammy McKinney plays third base, bats second. Mac Hicks, the shortstop, hits third. Noah Stafford hits in the cleanup position. He plays first base. Tiny Hughes is the catcher and bats 5th. Batting 6th is Josh London. He plays left field. Batting 7th is Austin Atkins, the right fielder. And the DH is Caden Riley. And finally, in the 9th spot is Will Cantrell, who is a center fielder. And Riley, the DH, is hitting for Brennan Lousdale. And I may or may not have got that right, but he is the pitcher. So those are your starting lineups. The umpires have come to home plate, so we assume shortly the managers will also, and will be ready to play ball. Again, the Athenians, the home team. A quick rundown here of the scores in this tournament. The Athenians opened up Thursday with a win over Dryersburg by a score of 10-2, and in that ball game, we really had a great job of pitching by Caden Jones. Mike really in command of the game and went all the way, throwing a total of 77 pitches, pleasing the coaching staff greatly.
Very nice start down here for him, yes.
Then yesterday, the Athenians played, and we had was moving all over the place to change the time of the starting game. But we started with Waukegan yesterday and won that game by 6-2 score. And in that game, Brendan Dowell really threw a nice ball game and really pretty much in command all the way. And finally, yesterday we ended up by playing the host team, Union City, ended up with a 5-3 victory, and really were cruising pretty well as we scored 4 runs in the first 2 innings, but then Union City brought in a little left-hander that shut the Athenians down as he actually put down 10 Athenians in a row before we were able to start getting to him a little bit. Athenians coming out with the win there, and we did have to make a little bit of a pitching change. Really, well, I don't know. I thought the pitching was still good at that point, and but we did bring in Trent to get the save because credit the Bulldogs from, the Tornadoes from Union City. They made a run at the Athenians there late and made it a very interesting ball game. So anyway, the Athenians win the pool play, and here we are in the semifinal game, and Coach is at home plate and ready, to break here just momentarily, and Athenians will go to the field. Again, pitching today is one of our senior members of the ball club, Trent Johnson, and Trent been on the hill, maybe 3 times this season. I can't remember the total, but he relieved, of course, against Pike, our opening game at home against Pike. Trent came in to get the save of that game after Chase Dowell had started and was the winner of game number 1. So far, so good for the Athenians as they have shown, I think, what most baseball people agree as being the most important component, and that's pitching. And we've been very strong on that. Well, Coach is shaking hands at home plate, and so we'll be ready to go here shortly. We are looking, Mark, at probably about as nice a conditions as we can hope for down here. We are still just a little bit under 60 degrees, I believe, but moving towards 60 degrees. Sun's out, a little bit of clouds, but the wind, as we are sitting in the valley, we might mention that we've been playing at Elam Stadium, which is up on the hill from here. This ball diamond is located down in the valley, so to speak, and we're less affected by the wind, I believe, overall. And we are kind of turned around facing the other direction, Mike.
Yeah, we're looking opposite today. It's a little different. This is a very nice stadium, very nice place, nice complex. The grounds, the diamonds are in really good shape. It's a real nice place to play.
Well, visually, it appears that the fence is closer, but I'm doubting myself on that, knowing that usually when you got a nice big solid fence like that, it kind of makes it look closer.
It is closer.
And well, we have a veteran down here telling us it is closer. Do you have a?
I don't have the dimensions.
He lied. Okay. We do have the dimensions down the line. At Elam Stadium, the dimensions were 330 down the line. It was 365 at the Power Alley and 385 to Delaware Center, but they are a little bit shorter than that here. So we're going to estimate about 320 down the line, Spike. And but a really nice hitting background with a solid green fence which goes all the way around, and the green hill back behind. So really, I say it should be a great background for the hitters.
They have everybody in that kind of new uniform when we got out.
Right. We wind-wise have a wind, Mike. It looks like going from right to left here, and probably not going to have as much effect as what we've had in the other ball games. Well, Trent Johnson on taking his warm-up pitches now, and I'm going to hand the hard duty over here to Mike and
Leading off for the Pioneers in the second.
let him write it down as they are, and we'll hope to keep an accurate statistical report as well as a good camera account, so that you watching and listening can email back down this way and let us know if we're off. We sometimes say we're official only for ourselves on the scoring up here.
Right.
And so far we've been pretty close, Mike, with the Crawfordsville Athenian official book.
Yes, I think we have. We have been there. About as close as we can be.
They
they had to find the baseballs.
Okay,
So we've got balls now.
very hard to play without a ball. As I mentioned back in my youth, playing, especially with the old Crawfordsville Merchant team, we kind of call it the two-ball league. Our manager would only release two balls at one time and kept some others in the old brown bag, which he hated to bring out. Trent Johnson to the plate, and the first pitch is popped foul and out of play on the right side. A battery of Trent Johnson on the mound, and Sammy Riddle is behind the plate. Chase Dow at third, Brendan Dow at short. We have Peyton Abney over at second base and Will Kellerman at first base. Here's the pitch. This one's taken down and away. The count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. This is fouled off to the right side. Young man drove the ball down the right field line and out of play. So Trent ahead on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans over on the third base side. Here's a pitch taken outside, a breaking ball, count evens 2-2. Thing is in the third base dugout. Here's a pitch right there for strike 3. Trent came right back with the same pitch. This time got the corner and got the first out of the ball game. So mark down one of those crooked K's, Mike, and we're on the way.
We got it. We'd like to see those.
That'll bring up the number 2 hitter for Gibson County. The batter is the third baseman, Sammy McKinney. There's a ground ball right side. Will's got it stabbed over there. He's on to Trent for the out. So quickly, 2 down.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 20, Mac Hicks.
That brings up Mac Hicks for Gibson County. Mac Hicks is the shortstop. I know here, Mike, that the coach for Gibson County is batting all of his infielders first.
Okay.
Here's the pitch on the inside corner, a fastball. Trent Johnson got a very good fastball. We know that the gun has had it as high as 88 this year. Here's the pitch, almost the same pitch, just a little bit further inside, and the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a ball taken to right field. That ball is going to be out of play. Scott, Blackburn, and Jones, your outfield, left to right. Here's the pitch, swung on, again foul to the right on a breaking ball. Trent ahead on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just getting going here in Gibson City. First game of the championship round. Here's the pitch. Check swing. I don't believe he went, Mike.
I don't think so either. I'm going to turn it around.
I think you got it. Umpire punches him out, though. So Overstreet, McKinney, and Hicks go down in order for Gibson City. The Athenians coming to bat.
That's what you like to see. Come out, come right at them. Didn't throw a lot of pitches.
They're so muffled they can't understand either one of you guys.
Now we come to bat, the bottom of the first.
I'll let him know that I told you and see if it gets better.
Can't hear clear.
What was it?
My name is Gibson County. Gibson County. I got it written right. I have a chance of reading it right if I've got it written right. Pioneers, I saw that. Totally forgot it.
Okay, let's make it talk.
Gets better in the first at bats.
Okay, Crawfordsville will be coming to bat. Leading off will be Trent Johnson, followed by Carson Scott and Caden Jones.
Mike, obviously, we're here, we're having a little audio trouble once again, and, we're trying to do our part right into the mic's here, but, say sounds somewhat muffled, but hopefully we'll get that corrected. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe they're working on it right now.
What's that?
Maybe there. What?
Yeah, there's some kind of...
We need something stuck in there to keep it over here.
Leading off Crawfordsville, the pitcher, number 8, Trent Johnson.
Put it in.
There.
Stick that in between. Okay, leading off here in the bottom of the first, Trent Johnson takes a big breaker for a strike. Here's the next pitch, bounces in there. Count even one ball. Trent Johnson at the plate to count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it.
Here's a line drive, 1 hopper to third, on to first base, ball's in the dirt. Good job by the first baseman picking it up. We'll back up.
Get it?
Batting second for left field, number 5, Carson Scott.
Take it out. Here's Scott getting the ball foul down the third baseline.
Put your hands.
That ball's inside. Carson Scott moving into the number 2 spot. Been batting number 9, Mike.
Yes, he had. He's been getting on base a lot down on the bottom, so we're bringing him up to see if he can help the top out.
Here's one way up and away, and 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we've mentioned quite a bit. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the Athenians have kind of struggled against these off-speed pitchers, and we're kind of looking at one of them today. Here's a bunt. 1 hops to the pitcher, Carson getting that one too close to the center of the diamond there. Fairly easy play for the pitchers. He took it on one hop. So, that'll bring up Caden Jones. Caden, of course, playing the right field. According to my hit tally for the season, Mike, Caden is at the top. I think we had one other player, and I think he just batted. I think it was Carson.
Carson might have, yes. They both have, what, five?
5 hits on the season, yeah. Here's the pitch, and this is taken for a ball. 2 down, bottom half of the first inning, no score. Athenians playing the Pioneers from Gibson City. Gibson County. Here's a ball fouled off and into the screen.
You got that bag, that mid bag, that there. That's my bag, that big bag in front of that right there.
Here's a ball up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Good job by Caden Jones staying back, as really is what's kind of been our trouble. We haven't been staying back, and did a nice job cramming that through the middle for a base hit. That'll bring up Peyton Abney. Peyton's been playing some great second base. With a short lead off at first base. Here's the pitch. That's taken for a ball. Next pitch is low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Jones on first base with 2 down. Athenians need a win in this ball game to move on and continue playing down here in Tennessee. Here's a ball popped high in the air, and this ball is going to be out of play. Balls, 1 strike. Pitch was low, so the count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. The throw to first. Caden back in plenty of time. Here's Jones on the go. The ball is popped in the air. The pitcher, third baseman, catcher looking, catcher with the grab. That's where the catcher stayed with the ball that probably belonged to the third baseman, but nonetheless, the out was made and the Athenians go down. In the inning, there was no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the second, no score.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, Dan, the boys are seeing another one of those off-speed pitchers that we're going to have to set back and wait on him. We try to get out early and we pop them up.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in that last batter, but it was good to see Caden take the ball up the middle and nice swing at that. So, well, we're going to believe that Trent and the Athenian defense can keep those goose eggs coming on the board for the opponents and give ourselves a little time here to put something on the board ourselves. His run production has been decent. We had in the first game of this tournament scored 10 runs. In the second game we scored 6. The third game we scored 5. A lot of it, we have to admit, Mike, was due to a combination of us getting a lot of free bases through the base on balls and a number of errors in a couple of the games.
Yes, we take, but that's what's making a good ball team. They take advantage of anything they can get, and we did a lot of that.
Yeah. In the last game that we played, there really was only one error, I believe, in the ball game made by Union City, and so it was quite a well-played game, the 5-3 ball game.
Yes, it was.
What do you got here?
I got number 21, Noah Stafford leading off.
I wouldn't worry them about it.
The ball ground out in front foul, and Mr. Stafford is the first baseman for the Pioneers. Well, one thing I know, Mike, I know that we face very many left-handed hitters down here. I think unusually small number of left-handed. Here's a ball driven to left, coming in hard, and cannot come up with the ball. Carson Scott, nice break on the ball, and got his glove on it, but it just wouldn't stay in the glove. So Pioneers with a leadoff runner here in the top of the second inning.
The catcher, number 55, Tyler Hughes.
I bring up Tyler Hughes. He is the catcher.
Yes.
And man that made the play to retire the Athenians in the first inning.
Okay, yeah.
Trey Johnson out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Foul ball at the plate. Chase down about even with the bag down to third base. Middle infield in double play position. Here's a line drive in to the left, in quickly is Carson. He throws him on first base, just a little bit of line, but a fine jump by Carson out there in left field, and he really made a nice throw just a little bit to the home plate side of first base. Might have had a double play if it had been right on the money. It was close.
Yeah. He had enough on it.
One down.
You lost.
One ball, no strikes.
That one's in for a ball. Ball two.
Here's a two-ball pitch grounded to the left side. Bad hop, and I'll go through for a base hit. That's it. That thing's not right.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 1, Austin Atkins.
Let's go bring up number 1, Austin Atkins now, with runners on first and second.
As the pitch gets away, runners advance to second and third. So here in the top half of the second inning, we have a major threat by the Pioneers from Gibson County. Runners edging away from second and third. One ball, no strikes. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. Atkins with a good cut on a fastball to the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Trent to the plate. Here's a breaking ball right there. So trying to hit on the count, 1-2. Chance to make a pitcher's pitch right here. Here's a ball swung on a miss. It's high heat that time for out number 2. Theme infield
98.
staying back. The only players that might have a play at the plate on a ground ball would have been the pitcher and the third baseman possibly, but now with 2 outs, everything looking to go to first base. All right, that brings up Caden Wiley, the DH. He takes a strike. Next pitch swung on and missed, and Trent beginning to get loosened up. Swung on and missed.
No.
So in the inning, there were no runs, 2 hits, and 2 runners left on base.
That didn't work, no. Oh, we're off.
That's not.
So, you can't hear it, nothing?
It's really bad.
You can't hear it at all?
Yeah, that just shut us off.
Can't hear it?
No, they wouldn't move.
We're not on. All right, we're ready to go to the bottom half of the second inning. Athenians coming to bat with the number, where are we at, Mike? Number 5 hitter.
Yes.
Josh Blackburn. He'll be followed by Chase Dow and Cale Wendelin, who is in the DH slot today.
Having this gain all the way up makes you rattly. So when I turn that gain down a little bit, you're a lot more clear and not as rattly.
So could you hear that last?
But the last strikeout, I was listening to it, and it's
That didn't work, no.
Yeah.
that's not. When you have those gains turn all the way up, it distorts you.
I don't know where.
These two right here.
Yeah, I got you. I honestly, I don't know where we've been running from.
Yeah.
I assumed we were running from there yesterday, which was all right.
Stay on there. You're good.
I'm gonna listen to it in the other room and see how it sounds.
All right, here we go in the bottom half of the second inning, and Josh Blackburn coming to the plate.
I can't hear him.
Here's the pitch, bounces in there, ball 1. Don't know whether guys are just getting the work in down there, which is what I suspect. We have a busy bullpen.
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on for something down there, yes.
Here's one up there that probably was about at 60 miles an hour, and it's ball 2.
Yeah,
We just got to lay off of that stuff, Mike. It looks big, but not in the zone. Here's the next pitch that floats in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Josh Blackburn, the center fielder for the Athenians. The pitch swung on and missed. If we want to call it a fastball, it was on the inside part of the plate. Nonetheless, it was very effective. Josh couldn't get the bat on it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes leading off here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's a ball down in the dirt. So full count now on number 20. Here's a ball taken to left field. Left fielder back, over, and under, and has it right on the line down there. And you know what, Mike? I didn't have time to comment, but I did notice the left fielder prior to that last pitch actually moved over about 5 strides
Took
toward
a few
the line.
strides over, yeah.
And had he not moved, I think Blackburn's standing on second base.
Would have been in the corner, yeah.
So we have one down for the Athenians here, and that will bring up Chase Dowell. Chase playing third base.
I can't hear him on mine. Does it matter?
I can hear both of them on
Yeah.
yeah. You got it all okay now.
First pitch of ball. Athenians looking for base runners here. Next pitch floats a little bit outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
You used that word right, too. It floated.
Here's a 2-0. This one's taken ball 3. So Chase probably looking at one here. Notice how far over the right fielder is, Mike.
Yeah.
Playing
With
in
that,
right center field. Here's a pitch. That's in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, with that slow pitch coming in, they're looking for us to be able to pull it pretty easy.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball left side. Third baseman in. Got the big hop. The throw. Chase hustling down the line. Just gets nabbed by about a half a step. Yeah, they're swung all the way around left field, center fielder over way off of the dead center field line. So you're right. They know that we should be a little bit out in front and pulling the ball, and indeed that's been the case so far. So moving on down the line here, it's our DH, Cale Wendelin. Here's a ground ball over the pitcher's head. Up the middle, shortstop with the grab, with the throw, and the Athenians go down 1, 2, 3. As once again, this off-speed pitching has been a real puzzle for the Athenian bats. They are putting the ball in play for the most part, though, and got to feel like that they're going to be able to adjust and get to this pitching. So at the end of 2, there is no score for either ball club. The Gibson County Pioneers, I keep slipping on that one. The Gibson County Pioneers have 2 hits in the ball game. The Athenians with 1. So we put Trent out there for inning number 3, hoping to keep the goose eggs coming. Well, we hope that you're hearing us okay. Mike and I, we noticed that we don't sound like we did yesterday when we supposedly had very good sound. So hopefully the audio is good where you are.
Gibson County will be bringing up the 8, 9, and 1 this inning. They'll have Will Cantrell, Brennan Lounsdale.
Actually, it's going to be 9, 1, and 2, Mike, because he's the pitcher.
Oh, my bad. Yes, he's the pitcher when the DH is hitting for him. So it's Will Cantrell, and then back to the top with Stephen Overstreet and Sam McKinney.
Cantrell, the center fielder. No fear of this young man, no triskaidekaphobia.
That's what's wrong.
Trent's first delivery is in there for a ball. This one's right there. A very serious fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch stays away. 2-1. Here's the ball fouled straight back to the screen. The count evens at 2-2. No help for the umpire from the Gibson County side there. He had to chase that one back to the screen. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. Count remains 2-2. Johnson right there with a breaker.
Second baseman, Stephen Overstreet.
One down, and we rolled over to the top of the batting order. Stephen Overstreet, the second baseman. Stephen took a called third strike his first time up. Here's a fastball grounded up the middle, over to his left, on to first base, and a fine play out there by Brendan Dowell. Really, Brendan Dowell has just been outstanding, and we've used him in 4 positions, Mike.
Yes, we have. He covers his ground wherever he plays very, very well.
Well, I believe Brendan, honestly, I believe he's a young man that could play all 9 positions. And
Yes, yeah, you're probably right. Yep.
All right, here is the pitch to Sam McKinney. Sam, the third baseman, takes that first pitch for a strike. Next pitch, a breaking ball that he's bailing a little bit out of the plate area, but he got some bat on the ball. So Trent ahead on the count. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down here in the top half of the third inning. Scoreless ball game. Here's the pitch, and again, fouled off. That was a fastball that time, and he pretty much in rhythm with the fastball, but just a little bit behind and fouled it straight back. Trent, even though he had to have a few extra pitches last inning, I think still in pretty good shape on his pitch count at this point in the game. Here's a high fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, that ball will hit him, and there's a little bit of big league expression there as we take a few steps. And actually, the on-plate umpire would have probably addressed that a little bit, but he wasn't looking. He was chasing the ball. So, anyway, there's a runner on first with 2 downs, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Mac Hicks. Hicks struck out, I think. Yeah, he struck out his first at bat, looking also. So McKinney away from first base, and the throw goes over. He's back in plenty of time. There's a nice breaking ball on the inside corner. Strike 1. Hicks steps out and steps back in. Good lead at first. And the throw over, back in time. Will puts the belated tag on. Another throw, a little bit closer that time. Now the 1-strike pitch swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. Well, again, Trent with a chance now to make a pitcher's pitch. Sammy Riddle behind the plate. Runner going. Here's a pitch taken. Riddle down to second base. The runner is in there. Pretty good throw by Sammy that time, and runner back in there just in time. So scoring threat here as McKinney moves into scoring position. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hicks stands in. Here's the pitch. This one's up and away, and the count evens at 2-2. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Chase Dowell playing deep at third base, as the Athenians are all the way around. Here's a pitch taken foul to the right side on the breaking ball. Pretty close backstop, Mike, here. In case a ball gets away from a catcher, we could have some interesting plays that way. All right, here's the pitch. This is taken just off the plate. Good pitcher's pitch, but was indeed outside. So the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still in a spot here. Trent really doesn't want to give in, and I'm sure he won't. Here's the pitch. Check, swing, strike 3. Good breaking ball. Ball appeared to be down around the knees. Good enough for the called strike 3. So in the inning for Gibson County, they come up with no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it's your Athenians 0 and the Gibson County Pioneers likewise. Well, we're not getting any word right now concerning our audio portion of this production. So we're going to assume it's all good right now, even though you and I don't hear one another the same way we have been hearing one another. So I don't know.
If it works for them, I guess that's all right. We can barely hear each other, but we can get through that up here just so they can hear us.
Right. Yeah, if we can't hear one another electronically, we've got these muffles on our ear here. We're just hoping it's good.
Yep. Well, we're about to get through the lineup. We watched him for 2 innings, and we're down with, this one will be 8-9-1. Will Kellerman will lead off with Brendan Dow on deck, and top of the order, Trent will be in the hole.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Athenians, the first baseman, number 21, Will Kellerman.
Like it. All right, here we go. Bottom half of the third inning. Athenians looking to get on the board here. First pitch taken by Will. That ball inside, and I will tell you what, you do not want to miss an opportunity to get hit by one of these pitches.
No.
Because you will not feel it. Here's the next pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. So pitch Will squares it if the bunt, pulls it back, called strike. And that appeared to be a little bit too high, but we're going to say the umpire standing on the ground, we're way up in the air. So we're going to give
I think
the benefit of the doubt.
We have to say, that they have a better look, but sometimes you wonder.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kellerman at the plate. Here's the pitch. That ball's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, that ball comes up there so slow. I mean, it's like that pitch where there was almost a foot outside, but, you feel like you can still hit that ball.
Yes, I know.
This may be the slowest pitching we've seen, and we've seen a lot of slow stuff. Here's the next pitch, bounces up there. I mean, we know the young man can throw the ball harder than that. He has thrown a few harder, but most of them are extremely slow. Well, we got a full count here anyway. Will got to guard the plate, though, on the close one. Here's the pitch. That one's not close. It went over his head, and so runner aboard here to lead off the bottom of the third. And
the shortstop, number 2, Brendan Dow.
I already heard a bit of a game plan situation if we got to right where we are. So, Mike, I'm going to venture we're going to bunt here if we get a good pitch.
Yes, I think I would agree.
Well, Brandon moving down to the number 9 spot for the first time, at least the first time this year. Here's the pitch. He bunts a ball that's way out of the strike zone, and that's been his trouble at the plate. He's not being disciplined and really ignoring the strike zone. So Coach Froach calls him down. That's exactly what he's talking about. We don't even have to guess because, young man, he's anxious to do his job, and he is a pretty good bunter.
Yes, he can.
But that was not close to being a strike. So, got to let the ball be around the plate a little bit. Now, gets the signals again, steps back in. So, no balls in the strike. Will Kellerman with a very short lead. Here's the pitch, and this ball's way, way over his head. Count even. And see how that changes. You're 1-1. And it should be 2 balls and no strikes.
Right, exactly, yes.
I mean, you're getting in a leverage position. Now you're just kind of even up there. Well, anyway, we got a chance to move guy around here. Let's get her done. Boy, here's the pitch. He takes out an inside ball, gets loose. Will wisely not leaving. As soft as that ball's coming up there, it's probably not going to get very far away either.
I wouldn't think so, no.
And Will, hey, I'm a little bit concerned, but I understand why Will does not have much of a lead. This young man, left-handed pitcher, and he has a decent move to first base, and we don't want to lose it that way. Here's the pitch. This is taken inside, and that one was a little more, I don't know what he calls that, his fastball or not, but it was.
It might have been.
Oh, well.
It might have been.
So 3 balls and 1 strike, and he wanted that pitch, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit inside. So 3-1 on the way now. Here's the throw to first. And he wasn't 2 steps off the bag over there, so back in plenty of time. In fact, one big giant, if he pivots and takes a giant step, he can reach the bag. Here's the pitch. He bunt in the air. Mercy. Goodness sakes alive. We noted we'd started bunting pretty good, but yesterday we began finally to start popping bunts up.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
Got to execute that play. Well, that turns it over to the top of the batting order. Trent Johnson, his second time at the plate. And now we're going to have to do things maybe a little bit differently. 1 down. Pitch to Trent is swung on the ground, and he did not wait on that pitch. Now, I can understand why. But had he hit the ball, it would not have been fair.
Yeah.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 down, bottom of the 3rd. Athenians trying to get something going. Here's the fastball outside. Kellerman, who runs well down at first base, yet not a real seasoned base runner. So very short lead at first. Here's the pitch. This is taken in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trent Johnson. All right, here comes the Gibson County coach out to have a little talk about this situation. I have the feeling, Mike, that we could really, really bust loose against this pitcher, this situation here. But it's getting that first key hit that starts things rolling. Until you get to that point, But I think if we get a couple of hits back to back, that things might become contagious.
And it's we're into the 3rd inning, so it looks like it's going to take some time. But I think it's just a matter of time, like you say. I think we'll get and this could be it. We have a runner on first and 1 out, top of the order.
Here's a 2-1, runner going, ground ball, foul. Just, like I said, it wasn't going to be fair, but that was more close to being fair than the first one he swung at.
Right.
But, he's still out in front, but he had the meat of the bat on that ball. So the count evens 2-2, and we had Will on the move that time. We put on the hit and run, and very close to being successful. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Count full now, 3-2. Let's see if we put the runner in motion, as Trent does not strike out very often. So
No, he doesn't. You're right.
Very good opportunity here to put him in motion. May throw over, though. Yeah, shortly. Here he goes. Ball forward. Ball bounces in. Now, we really need discipline at the plate right here.
Left fielder, Carson Scott.
We've got a situation here where, I think, Mike, I mentioned one of the reasons the Athenians have a lot of success is they're willing to take what the other team will give them.
Exactly, yes.
And this young man, I think, will continue to give us some bases. We can't help him swinging at bad stuff. We're squaring as if to bunt, pull the bat back, runners are moving, and we have the double still successful. So I think it was a fake bunt all the way. And
yes, because they were moving on the pitch. I think you're right, Dan.
And now we're going to have a pitching change. That's all for the left-hander, but I tell you, he was pretty effective while he was there. But I think Coach sensed that he's about to run out of luck out there. And so we bring a new pitcher on. We'll get his number and name in just 1 second. Looks like it'll be a straight change. New pitcher coming in.
Yeah, I think the pitcher left. It will be a straight change.
Unless your eyes are better than mine, I can't read the number on the front.
Gibson County, number 33.
Number 33. Number 33 is Adam Atkins. We have an Austin Atkins and he was I hear we got twins. Okay. Anyway,
30.
Adam Atkins is number 33. And he is the new pitcher for Gibson County. And he is throwing the ball with quite a bit more velocity. Not the same as Trent Johnson by any means, but will give us a different look. Okay, the first pitch was a strike on Scott. Okay. All right, we changed that. We have ball one.
It's ball.
Ball one. Well, I thought it was, but all right, here's a bunt. Throw to first. And he's out, and a runner at third base did not read the play whatsoever. Again, I mentioned inexperienced runner. That play was designed for him to come on the throw, and he just really didn't read the play at all. So 2 outs and no sacrifice awarded then, just a bunt that failed. So 2 down, and we'll bring the big lefty, Caden Jones, to the plate. There's a pitch, and this ball's in the dirt. Ball one. Runners at second, third, 2 down. Athenians still trying to get that first run across the plate here in the bottom of the third. There's a pitch. Swung on. There's a base hit up the middle. That'll bring in 2. So Caden Jones with a couple more RBIs, bringing in Kellerman and Johnson from second and third, respectively. So we have an Athenian lead here in the bottom of the third.
Second baseman, Peyton Abney.
So that'll bring up Peyton Abney. Here's the pitch down in the dirt. Runner going. Here's the throw, and he's going to be out of there. Throw a little bit to the shortstop or the third base side. Shortstop fielding the ball, putting the tag on, nailing Caden Jones at second base. So in the inning for the Athenians, and we'll back off. I'm looking. All right, a little conversation between Caden and Coach Froge. Maybe lack of communication, possibly somewhere there. But anyway, the Athenians on the board. And the line score after 3 innings of play is the visiting Gibson County, no runs on 2 hits, and your Athenians with 2 runs on 2 hits. Neither team committing an error. Okay. Trent Johnson on for his 4th inning of work. How many strikeouts did Trent get, Mike, through the first 3 innings?
He got 2 looking in the first inning. He got 2 normal in the second inning, and another looking 2 more in the third. So he's got 6 strikeouts in 3 innings.
Yeah, he's pretty well handled this lineup, although they did record a couple of base hits and they were good hits. So.
Yes, but he's
throwing well.
Yes, he's throwing well right now.
All right, coming to bat for Gibson County, number 21, Noah Stafford. He's the first baseman. There's a ground ball outside the line at third. He jumped all over that fastball. He may not see another fastball.
You're right. We'll see this.
There's a
move
pitch.
a little.
There's a breaker right there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Bring that one right back.
Next pitch. That one's taken a little bit off the corner. Good pitcher's pitch. Good job of locating the ball. Next pitch is up and away. Count evens 2-2. There's a breaking ball, strike 3. And maybe the first guy to know it was Stafford. He did not argue. Carried the lumber back to the dugout. Okay, that'll bring up Tyler Hughes. He's the catcher. Trent fires the fastball inside. Trent wanting that fastball. Here's a ground ball left side. Shortstop, Dow on to first base. Cannot get it there in time. And that'll go as a base hit. Good job, Brendan, getting all the way over there. And had a pretty good throw. Might have slipped a little bit as he tried to get rid of the ball. But he made a fine play just to make it close over there. So the Pioneers were the third base hit of the ball game. So with 1 down, that'll bring up the left fielder, Josh London. London, I believe, had a hit his first at bat. Good leadoff runner going. Boy, he got a big jump. Oh, my ball. Caught out there. I tell you what, good save that time. As Anthony.
Yeah, that just about sailed into center field.
Well, and the thing is, he kept his eye on where the ball was all the time. If he hit the wrist run to the bag with his head down, that ball would have never been stopped. But good job. Here's the pitch, the breaking ball Whoa, we all saw that.
Yes, we did.
The umpire brought his right hand up, and then he brought his
Clicker.
indicator. Well, there I am. Okay. Well, anyway, the count's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down. We're in the top of the 4th inning. There's a pitch. Breaker right there. All right, Trent, ahead on the count. Here's a ball fouled, loud foul, the right side. And I meant that in 2 ways. It was allowed off the bat. It was loud off the automobile that it hit in the parking lot. So. Count remains 1-2. I'm looking for a breaking ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, right field. Back, under, and has it is Caden Jones. So we have 2 down. Ball got in on the hitter, got him on the hands a little bit.
Right fielder, Austin Atkins.
Next hitter, one of the 2 twins on this ball club, Austin Atkins. The other is the current pitcher. Atkins wears number 1. Runner going, throw, tag. He's out from here to there. And that's a bad play. You're down by 2 runs.
Yeah.
You're going to get 1 base, and there's 2 outs. There is a difference between being on second base and third base with 2 outs, but not that, if I can get that base with less than 2 outs, I can score on a sac fly,
Exactly.
a ground ball,
yeah.
and other things. But with 2 outs, that's a really, really bad play. Anyway, credit our ball club for being alert to the play. Trent got the ball there in plenty of time. Tag was applied by Chase Dow to retire the Pioneers here in the top half of the 4th inning. So in the top half of the 4th, the Pioneers come up with no runs on 1 hit, and they had no runners left on base.
Well, let's see if we can get things rolling now. We got through the first. They got through the first couple innings with their slow ball pitcher that was doing a good job. We got to him a little bit, and we scored a couple runs in the 3rd. So maybe we can get our confidence up and start a rally here.
Well, 2 runs is not enough.
No, we always want more.
We hope it's enough, and I don't know what the game plan is as far as the pitching situation, what number of pitches we want to allow Trent to throw, but it would be nice to get a few more runs on the board. It gives us a little more flexibility, I think, with the pitching possibilities. So let's see if the offense can really wake up and go to town here as Peyton Abney will be the leadoff hitter here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
On the 4th with the Athenians, second baseman, Peyton Abney.
Well, once again, we got a good crowd, Mike. Have a crowd, obviously, for both ball clubs, but here's a check swing that is called a strike, and I think they got that right. I think Peyton went too far. So down on the count, no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and this is taken down in the dirt. And the Athenian fans enjoying this fine sunshine that we have. Here's a strike on the inside corner. Right here in Union City, the temperature has moved to 58 degrees. Here's a ground ball left side. That ball really was not there. Throw right on the money. Good pickup down there at third base. That was Sam McKinney.
Center fielder,
Throw right on the money, retiring Peyton Abney. All right, that'll bring up number 20, the center fielder, Josh Blackburn. Josh takes this one for a strike, a bit of a breaking ball. He throws it kind of looks like a little bit of a slider. It doesn't move a whole lot, but a little bit of change of speed. Here's the pitch down, count even, just 1 ball, 1 strike. This pitch taken up and away. Blackburn ahead on the count, 2-1. Athenians with only 2 base hits in the ball game, so see if we can get the bats to move. And here's a ball popped into right field. Second baseman, right fielder, and the second baseman bailed the right fielder out because he got caught in the sun field that time. Definitely could not find that ball. I do not believe the right fielder would have made the play. So a good job by the second baseman there. That was the leadoff hitter for Gibson County, Stephen Overstreet. All right, here's the pitch down to Chase Dow, ball 1. Next pitch bunted back to the pitcher. We're going to have to try to get the ball down the line a little bit. My goodness. Boy, I tell you, I was kind of bragging a little bit on our bunting earlier, but our bunting has kind of gone downhill, Mike. We bunting
Yes, it has.
Bunting for a sacrifice and bunting for a hit both.
1, 2. That's just about 1 an inning. Well, 3. We have 3 right back to the pitcher.
Yeah. Well, anyway, 3 up and 3 down, and Athenians no threat that time. So after 4 full innings of play, your Athenians lead it by a score 2-0. Line score reads no runs, 3 hits, no errors for Gibson County, and for your Athenians it is 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. So we go to the top of the 5th. Trent Johnson back out on the mound. Throw down by Sammy Riddle, and we're about ready to go here in the top of the 5th.
Austin Atkins.
That brings up the right fielder, Austin Atkins. Atkins was at the plate when the runner broke from second to third and was retired. So he stands back in with a new count here. Here's the pitch. This ball's taken in the air to left field. Carson Scott slipped a little bit, recovered, and easily got under the ball for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
The pitcher, number 33, Adam Atkins.
And then we'll bring up the other pitcher.
No, we've got Caden Wiley.
Oh, pardon me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jumping out of the wrong hole.
No, they don't. They have.
It's number 33. Okay, I guess I had it right. Austin,
Yes, you did.
Austin Atkins.
But that's not who I got.
Okay.
They put him in.
Anyway, Austin Atkins is at the plate with 1 strike.
See it is. I got him right now. He went in for him.
Apparently.
They made a straight.
Yeah, it did, but it didn't have to. Well, yeah. Ball foul back out of play. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
So I put him up here.
Whoa. Pretty good looking pitch. Trent wanting that one on the breaking ball, not getting the call, so the count goes to 1-2. Yeah, I guess. Best we're trying to figure out a little change here in the batting order, but
Yeah, I thought it was a straight.
here's the pitch taken for strike 3. Same pitch, they just got it right down the middle that time, and gets the call for strikeout looking. That brings up number 13, Will Cantrell, the center fielder. Trent to the plate, breaking ball right there as he had Cantrell bailing a bit on the play. Trent winds and fires. Pitch swung on and missed with a fastball. Well, you know what? I'd like to see a high, hard one here. I mean, really, like in your eyes kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what we throw. Oh, well, that was more or less. He just got it not quite as high as I was asking for. Anyway, strike 3. Swung on and missed by Cantrell. So, for the Pioneers here in the top half of the 5th inning, there was no runs, no hits, no errors. And we had 2 more strikeouts, Mike.
Yes, we did.
Trent really
2.
racking the K's up.
That would be 9 strikeouts through 5.
Yeah, right. Well, I think that part of the game is probably going as the coaching staff planned. I'm not sure our offense is quite on cue here.
Right on that one.
You know what? I got to back up. I think I called the wrong first name on the Atkins, didn't I, when he was batting? Anyway, the batter this inning was Adam Atkins. As we mentioned, there are twins out here. But anyway, Adam Atkins, who came into the ball game in the 3rd inning, the current pitcher, and he was the young man that made the out. So, anyway, bottom of the 5th. Here go the Athenians now. We've got Wendelin coming to the plate. Kale, I don't believe he's been on base yet today, so let's see if we can get him started here.
No, he grounded out his first time up.
Athenians haven't sent a whole lot of batters to the plate so far. Here's the pitch taken for a strike. That was a fastball knee high. Gale back in. Here's a breaking ball, and that's in there for a strike. Breaking ball doesn't look a whole lot different than the fastball, but a little bit of a break and a little bit slower in velocity. Here's a pitch down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. K.O. Wendelin, the DH for the Athenians. Next pitch grounded to second, right at him, on to first base, out number 1. Will Kellerman comes to the plate. Will on base his last time and came around to score. Here's the pitch. Will started to get the bat out front as if to bunt and then pulled it back, taking ball one. There's a pitch lined on one hop to the second baseman. Good swing by Will. Got the meat of the bat on the ball, just had it right at the second baseman, so he'll be retired for out number 2. All right, coming to the plate, number 2, Mr. Abney once again to the plate, and I can't remember what he's done today. Help me out with Brendan there.
I think Brendan popped up to the pitcher the first time up
right.
on a bunt.
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case.
Yeah.
First pitch taken for a strike. Here's the next pitch. He swings and misses. Brendan trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Brendan has been a good hitter in his baseball career here with the Athenians, and he'll find it, but right now he's struggling. Here's the pitch taken just off the corner. Pitcher wanting that call. I believe it was off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 5. Here's the pitch, and that was taken inside, and it hits him. Oh, okay, Brendan. I don't know. Coach Froese is not going to come and help you, so I don't know whether, you know what, he could have hit him. I think it did brush him, but... yeah,
it was in tight, that's for sure.
Didn't convince the umpire.
No.
So 2-2 on the way. Here's a ground ball foul. Just outside the bag, and it's a good thing it was, as the first baseman got over and easily fielded the ball. Pioneer infield playing deep all the way around. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Brendan still struggling at the plate. So 3 up and 3 down for the Athenians. We've said that too many times, Mike. This offense,
yes, we have.
Not getting her done here in this ball game. However, the good news is Athenians lead it after 5 full innings of play, 2-0 over the Gibson County Pioneers. Well, we're enjoying the Tennessee weather a whole lot more right now. It's really a bright, sunny day. Very few clouds in the sky, and we're hopeful of continuing to play. We continue to hold this lead. We'll be able...
Brandon Dow, you call him and pay Abby.
What?
Here. Look at the last message.
Oh, Peyton down there. That might have happened. All right. Well, if I misspoke, I apologize. I sometimes don't listen to what I say, Mike, so, it comes out wrong. I don't know it. But in any case, we do know that Trent Johnson is on for his 6th inning of work, and we have a change behind the plate right here. I take that back. We don't have a change behind the plate. My bad.
Yep, Sammy's still back there.
I saw the wrong part of the digit there. Okay, we have, Sammy in for his 16th play. Here's a ground ball to third. Chase Dow with a fine backhand pick and on to first base for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 down. Young man ready to go up to bat there as he pounded that one down to third. That'll bring up number 7, Sam McKinney. Overstreet, the young man that made the out to third. Here's the pitch. This is taken for a strike. Very, very sharp breaker that time by Trent Johnson. Next pitch, same pitch, down just a little more. Trent wanting that one. Trent actually He doesn't show too much, but that time it was obvious he thought it was a good pitch. The 1-1. 1-1 is there for a strike. So he's thrown the same pitch 3 times, altered the location just a little bit as all 3 pitches were down, changed a little bit on the plate area. Here's a pitch on a fastball up. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th, Athenians lead it 2-0. Here's a pitch. Ball got away from Sammy that time, and there comes a little help from Gibson County. So after being ahead 0-2, Trent's run the count full now. Whoa, that is the first pitch that really got away. Look here. It just happened to be the same guy.
Yeah,
and he's out and once again walking toward Trent. And the umpire this time saw it. The first time the umpire didn't see it, Mike, and he obviously didn't respond.
Yes, that's...
yeah, Mr. McKinney, he's watched too much TV, baseball. Or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. And the other side of that story is he's picking a fight he doesn't want anyway.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we don't want to see a fight, so that's a good job of umpiring out there, keeping things under control. Trent doing a good job keeping himself under control. Well, we've got 1 on, 1 out now. So I guess we have to say that represents a tying run coming to the plate.
Yes, it does.
So we've got very much a ball game here. The number 3 hitter, Mac Hicks, to the plate. He's the shortstop. What's he done, Mike? Struck out both times.
Yes, both times.
Looking, yes. So we'd like to give him the hat trick.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Here's the pitch. This is taken for a strike. Breaking ball. We've been getting, I know we've struck him out on the breaking ball each time, and he's looked, as you said, so we may stay with it. And there's a breaking ball for a strike. Yeah, this young man obviously does not like the breaking ball. Now, you got a chance to make a pitcher's pitch here. You might want to let him chase something. Keep it where Sammy can catch it. Here's a throw to first, back in time. I imagine Trent would like nothing more than to pick this young man off after the gestures that have been going on. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks a line drive to first or right field. Caden Inn picks it up on the second hop, but threat underway. So Trent got an 0-2 there, really in a spot that I'm sure he didn't intend to get it, and young man took advantage of it. So with 1 out, Pioneers have runners on first and second. Little conversation between the hitter and the coach. They break away, and Noah Stafford steps in. Here's the pitch, breaking balls right there. Here's the pitch, fastball. Ooh, Trent wanting that one as he kind of shows a little motion there on that one, and I think it was a good pitch. But
yes,
I think, sometimes the umpire gets fooled too. Here's the pitch. This one's up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Need a strike right here. Don't want to go down 3-1 here. Swung on, fouled back on the fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Runners first and second. Trent Johnson trying to work his way out of a jam. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Good job of hitting as Stafford keeping himself alive up there on a good pitcher's pitch that time. Athenians double play position now. We could use the twin killing. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Up with it, over to second, out, on to first base, safe. Safe. And we have runners at first and third now with 2 down. Play handled well. But credit to the runner, the hitter, Stafford, is, having good speed and got down the line very quickly. So Coach Wilver out to the mound here to talk a little bit about this situation. Most of it probably with Trent, but also probably reminding Sammy what we are doing here if they put the runner in motion at first base. We're just not in a position probably to throw through, quite frankly. Don't think we've thrown anybody out at second yet this year, Mike.
No, we haven't. Not
no percentage in throwing through here.
right.
And frankly, here's the thing. Down by 2 runs, knowing what I think I know about this team, I'd be running the guy to get the tying run in scoring position. But a lot of times teams will be hesitant to do that. All right, here's the pitch, and they do not run, and here's the strike to number 55, Tyler Hughes, the catcher. A way to get ahead, Trent Johnson. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop to right field. Jones over to the foul line. Coming hard. That's a fair ball. It drops in. That's going to bring 1 run. That's going to bring 2 runs. The runner fall down. And now they're going to get him in a rundown. And the ball's thrown away. And now the ball gets away. Here's the ball going to the... And they're going to get the tag out at third base finally as the hitter rounding third as the throw got away at third base. And we have a tie ball game. So a really difficult play out there for Caden Jones in right field. He came a long way, made a diving effort, really never got the glove on the ball. And by the time he could get it in, the Pioneers were able to plate 2, although in effect we should have had the out. We got a break when the second runner coming to the plate fell down, and Sammy certainly as a varsity player, the first time he ever had a situation like that, panicked just a little bit. He had all kinds of time to make a good throw and get that third out and saving, a 1-run lead. But nonetheless, we find ourselves after 5.5 innings of play all tied up down here. Athenian bats need to get going, Mike. Athenians have been out hit 5-2. Line score is 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors for Gibson County. And your Athenians have 2 runs on 2 hits and now have committed 1 error. And big error it was, but understandable. So here we go. A challenge now on the way. See if this ball club can get themselves back together and get on the scoreboard.
And we're going to do it with the top of the order coming up. Trent Johnson will lead off with Carson Scott on deck and Caden Jones in the hole.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Athenian pitcher, Trent Johnson.
So Adam Atkins on for his, what would that be, about his 4th inning of work.
Yes, it would be.
And he's been pretty effective. I mean, he allowed the runs to come in, but the runs that came in for the Athenians were not his runs.
Right.
They went to the starting pitcher, so he's been pretty effective for sure. So Trent takes the first pitch for a ball. Next pitch, ball 2. Adam Atkins wondering where that one was. I assume the ball was up in the umpire's eyes. Here's the next pitch. That ball is almost hit him, a little inside. Trent helping it out, by the way. He was leaning a little bit.
Yes, he was.
But the pitch, however, was indeed inside. So 3-0, and he will be looking at one right here, and there's the pitch called a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Trent looking to get on base here, and he takes strike 2, knee-high fastball. That's all right. I don't mind him taking that pitch. I'm sure the coaching staff doesn't either. Here's a pitch. This is taking strike 3. Yeah, that was a good pitch. He had thrown 5 straight ones, and then he threw that little breaking ball. It only breaks 3 or 4 inches as far as a horizontal break, but that got the inside part of the plate. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Carson Scott. Carson batting in a new position today, and I think he's 0 for 2.
Yes, he is.
Squares as if to butt, pulls the bat back, takes a strike. So 1 out. Tie ball game, 2-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Scott again does the same thing, and I'm not. We're just out of sorts at the plate. That ball. It was a breaking ball, and it may have been a little off the plate, but it was a pretty good pitch. Here's the pitch swung on ground to the right side. Second baseman over, has it on to first base, and that's out number 2. Carson gets down the baseline very well, but that was such a short throw. Make that throw from the other side of the infield on a ground ball like that, he's probably safe. All right. Caden Jones to the plate.
Caden's 2 for 2 so far.
Caden right now, he got into a zone the other night, and we kind of mentioned after 2 or 3 bats after that first good hit, he just looked like he was getting very comfortable. And in a way, you don't want a young man thinking this way, but I'm sitting here thinking, this is not a very big ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
He certainly can take the ball out of here when he gets a hold of one. Here's a pitch that hits him, and that one got a hold of him. So he's down to first base with 2 outs, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter,
Second baseman, Peyton Abney.
Peyton Abney. So Peyton hitting that 4 slot. And we need a big hit out of him here. Caden probably not running. Got thrown out trying to steal last time.
That's right.
Here's the pitch up high. I'm being blocked by the post, so I can't read the signals here, Mike.
I can't either.
I'm
We're
trying
both
to
blocked.
get him, but I'm blocked. Yeah, okay.
I'm blocked too.
Okay. Jones with the medium lead here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop foul out of play. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the right-hander Adkins continuing to pretty well baffle Athenian hitters. But Athenians, I guess, glad to get the gift there on the hit back. Here's a swing. Here's a pitch taken too high. We had a good bluff over there that time by Caden at first base, but had no intention of going. Peyton ahead on the count. Here's the pitch. This is a strike. There's that little breaker. That was actually broke a little more than most of them had. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Tie ball game with a runner on first base. Abney at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped over to the first base side. First baseman over. Going to run out of room. So Peyton stays alive. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off of somebody there, either the catcher or the umpire.
One of them, maybe both of them.
Yeah, that's true too. That's happened many times, yeah.
Take a big bounce.
So Peyton hanging in there. Needs to try to find a gap out there. Maybe we can score Caden all the way from first. Should be off with the crack of the bat. Time at the plate. Peyton requesting and steps out and comes back up over the plate. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball. Wow, that ball was over the plate. It might have been a little high, and so that's going to put Caden Jones in motion over here at first base. Coach Welver needs to keep a little bit of a rope on him, though, and don't let him leave too soon. Here's the pitch. He's off, and he swings and misses at ball 4. That ball was
up in his eyes.
Up in his eyes is right. So, I don't know. Athenians seem to just be out of sorts at the plate in this. We continue to hang in there and win ball games, but not what I'm sure the coaching staff expected from our offense. But in any case, at the end of 6 full innings of play, we're looking at a tie ball game for Gibson County Pioneers. They have 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Your Athenians have 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. And Trent Jones back out to the hill. Trent
Johnson.
I'm thinking ahead. Who's going to pitch next? Anyway, forget that. Let's go with Trent Johnson. Yes, we have same starting lineup all the way around. As a matter of fact, third base Chase Dow, over at shortstop Brendan Dow. Our second baseman is Peyton Abney. Our first baseman is Will Kellerman. In left field, you have Carson Scott. In center field, Josh Blackburn. Right field is Caden Jones. Behind the plate continues. Sammy is getting a real workout this ball game.
Yeah.
And Trent Johnson on the hill.
They'll be leading off with Josh London. He has 1 of their 5 hits, so we need to work on him.
6, 7, 8 in the batting order for the Pioneers. Here's a ball taken to right field. As during the game, they've sprayed a lot of foul balls off to the right side. It lets you know they're a little bit behind on, actually, they get a lot of fouls that way with the breaking ball, but especially the fastball. There's a fastball that, Trent, I can tell he's not happy with the calls when he throws a fastball to the outside part of the plate. Here's the same pitch and called or swung on and fouled. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield back all the way around. Here's a pitch swung on again, fouled off to the right side. Yeah, I guess we will call that one another loud foul. Here's Trent's delivery. Swung on and foul tipped. Shammy can't quite hang on to that one. One ball, 2 strikes. Johnson to the plate. Breaking ball off the corner. I'm sure our camera probably can't show this. We don't have seats behind home plate here on this ball field, Mike. And there are some people standing back there. Here's a fastball under the hands and strike 3. Oh, good job, Trent, staying with it there and getting a big strikeout to lead off here at the top of the 7th.
Now batting for the Pioneers, number 30, Cameron McMacken.
Okay, we've got a pinch hitter right here.
Yes, we do. 30.
Number 30 is Cameron
Mac something. I'm not sure I can read the coaches right. Okay, McMackin. Okay, Cameron McMackin swings and lines one at short one. Oh, right on by Brendan Dowell that time. And I tell you, that's probably a ball that he would catch 9 times out of 10. Ball was well hit and may have come up on him a little bit.
They gave him an error.
And
Adam Atkins.
that'll be, I think, Brendan's first error of the season.
I believe so.
Probably not a good
A
place
tough error.
to do that. It was a tough error. The ball was well hit, and it kind of fooled him. He didn't get quite squared up on the balls.
Yeah.
You know, if I was going to pick on him a little bit, he got a little bit to the side of the ball. But sometimes the ball bounces that way, too. So, runner at first, pinch hitter doing his job with a good lead. Here's a pitch up high. 1 ball. This is a pitcher at bat now, Adam Atkins. 1 down, runner at first here in the top of the 7th for the visiting Gibson County Pioneers. Oh, there's the one that, nice job of saving that one. Will had to go to his right and dig it out. Trent throw that's not really far off of a good target, but a difficult one to handle. Good lead by the runner, and we drive him back with a throw over. So this young man here apparently has pretty good wheels. At least he has confidence in his leadoff. Keeps edging away. Shortened up a little bit this time, though. But Trent not into the stretch. Now he's into the stretch, and here's the pitch. Swung on line drive at second. Can't field it. Gets by Abney. Up with it out there is Caden Jones and gets it in quickly. So
He gave that one as a hit.
yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I think that was a base hit, and Trent finds himself in a bit of a pickle here. He's got to bear down now.
Center fielder, Will Cantrell.
We're down to the number 9 hitter, Will Cantrell.
Well, he's struck out twice. Let's hope that holds true to this one.
Yeah,
We need an out.
Kind of looking at maybe it's a possibility to bring a pinch hitter into the situation here, but not so. So Trent ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's right there for a strike. That breaking ball catching a big part of the plate. You might even think they, even with 1 out, might go to a bunt, but not so. Here's a breaking ball that's away. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 down. Athenians looking for the double play ball right here. Here's a pitch. This one's right there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter, Stephen Overstreet, waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled on the fastball that time. Everybody ready to go? Maybe. I don't know. Umpires chasing the ball again. We got a play on. We got a runner caught. Throw to third. Now we got to take care of it here. Run back, throw. Run to third. Now we've got 2 guys to get. Keep running to the bag. There's the tag out. Almost cut the runner at first going, or at second going back to first. But he dove in safely. Anyway, we get a big second out there and leaves us with the number 9 hitter at the plate. So Trent getting a bit of a break here, and I'm not sure. Here comes Coach Welver out to have a talk with his battery. I'm really not sure what was going on there. A needless play to try to steal third base right there, and could have been handled a little bit better on the rundown.
Yes.
Guys making throw a bit sooner and also standing flat-footed when you catch the ball, rather than having momentum into the catch. But nonetheless, an important second out there.
Yeah.
All right, count 1 and 2 now. Again, the batter, Will Cantrell. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and Trent got that ball catching too much of the plate. He gave up a hit on one early on an 0-2.
Right.
Breaking ball, same kind of a deal.
Right,
So,
yes, he did.
Want to make a pitcher's pitch here. You got the number 9 hitter here. You obviously don't want to walk him, but make a good pitch. And he did. Nice job, Trent. Breaking ball down and away, and Cantrell chases it out number 3. So, Athenians escape a difficult situation and go to the bottom of the 7th, needing 1 run to win this ball game. And I tell you, Athenian bats surely have something left in them here. We've only used 2 base hits here.
2 hits, and they were both by the same player.
That's true.
So I guess everybody that comes up, we say, you're due.
Yep.
And we're starting out with, we're in the middle of our lineup with Josh Blackburn, Chase Dow, and Cale Wendland scheduled to come up for the first 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, any way you can get it, but
Exactly.
the key to the inning is getting that first guy on base there.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to find Mr. Blackburn down at first base and let us play a little small ball if we have to, but get a little pressure on the defense out there. That's the thing. The last few innings, all the pressure's been on the Athenians out there, and we've willed it a little bit, quite frankly. 2 errors on the board, and really being out hit 6-2 in the ball game. So, but here we are, chance to win the ball game right here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up number 5 hitter Josh Blackburn. And Josh, like most of the hitters that you said, he's not been on base. Here's a pitch taken for a strike. I don't believe he's got a walk. No, he didn't. First pitch in there for a strike. Here's the pitch, and that one's down. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch swung on. Grounded to short. He's up with it. On to first base. Blackburn, again, another one of those guys that runs well, but the throw beats him by at least a half a step, and so that's going to bring up Chase Dow. All right, here's the pitch, and that one's just inside. Very close to getting hit on the pitch.
Yeah, couldn't have got much closer, could it?
All right, the 1-ball pitch. Here it is, and it's taking ball 2. And I turned a little late, but I imagine we may be taking a pitch.
Be a good idea.
Here's a strike. Right over the inside corner with a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now
1 down. Athenian bullpen quiet. Here's the pitch. Up. Ball 3. (3-1) senior Chase Dow. Junior, yes.
Junior.
I knew no better.
Ball 4.
All right, he's on base with ball 4, and let's see how we play this with Mr. Wendelin coming to the plate. Coach Froge running through the signals. Cale checks him out, comes to the batter's backs. Chase, a good runner, not necessarily a base stealer. First pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, the wrong Dow on the senior call there.
Yeah, Brendan's a senior, Chase is a junior.
Do know that. It's just that he's bigger, you know.
Right.
All right, here's the pitch. This is taken for strike 2. Breaking ball really fooling Cale there. See if he can stay alive right here with an 0-2 count. The pitch swung on and fouled. Good job staying alive right there. Kellerman waiting on deck. Hopefully to get there with only one out. Pitch taken down. Taken strike through the ball. Thrown in center field. Quickly up and on to third base is Dow, and he will be there. Here comes a throw to third, and it's a good throw to third. So Chase around to third. He's called out at the plate. Wendelin, I don't know whether he didn't understand what the call was, but anyway, that's 2 down, and that'll bring up Will Kellerman. Now Will bunt. I say Will bunt.
Will.
You know.
Right.
Well, that's his best play. However, he got good bat on the ball earlier, grounding out to second base on a one-hop line drive situation. So here we go. He squares. He takes. Strike 1. Third baseman was charging on the play. First baseman, not so much. But I don't know whether Will's in on the drag bunt situation or not. Although I think I've seen him do one drag bunt. Here's a 1-strike pitch. He bunts. He pops it up. The catcher cannot field that one as it's high on the screen. So, again, Athenians having a little trouble getting under the ball in these bunt attempts.
Definitely have. Today has been not a good day for bunting.
So Will down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The winning run standing right down there at third base. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on the high heater, and we go to extra innings. So Athenians, offense still staggering here as they get the bonus base runner, but can't take advantage of it. In fact, we struck out 2 or 3 outs in that inning, I believe.
Yes, we did.
And just not putting the ball in play. How many times have we struck out in the ball game, Mike?
We struck out twice in the last inning, too. A total, let's see, we have, they've all came late. There's 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th for 5 in the last 3 innings.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I got to give credit to the Pioneer pitcher, I guess. You know, that's really all you can do. He's getting the job done. The young man doesn't throw extremely hard, but it has a little breaking ball, and that's really been fooling us. He's kept it in pretty good location, and so credit to pitcher. And the Athenians are going to have to go to extra innings here.
Lead off the top of the 8th for the Pioneers, second baseman.
And that puts Trent Johnson back out for his 8th inning of work. And, of course, the Pioneers are going to turn the batting order over here. They go back to the top, and Stephen Overstreet comes to the plate. And he is maybe 0 for what, 3?
3, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Trent to the plate, and this ball is swung on and tap foul to the right side. Well, no change in the lineup. Chase Dow down at third. Brendan Dow at shortstop. Peyton Abney over at second base, and Will Kellerman at first. Here's the pitch taken down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left field is Carson Scott. Center field, Josh Blackburn. Right field, Caden Jones. Here's a pitch. Here's a fly ball to left. That's way back there. That baby is gone. And for the first time down here, first time this season, the Athenians trail, and it's a 3-2 ball game as Overstreet just took one over the wall. So, celebration by the Pioneers at home plate as Overstreet turns this ball game around. And that's hit number 7 for the Pioneers. That'll bring up number 7, Sam McKinney. First pitch in there for a strike. No real help from the wind on that pitch, or on that hit. That ball was carried just enough to get over a relatively short left field, but same fence that we've got to hit at. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trent to the plate. Breaking ball right there. Strike 3. And McKinney knew it as he walks away. This time he doesn't have anything to say.
Nothing to look at Trent about this time, is there?
So I'll bring up the shortstop, Mac Hicks.
Mac got a hit the last time up.
Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled. Here's the pitch away. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down. We're in extra innings. Top of the 8th. Athenians now trail by a 3-2 score. Here's the pitch, and this is a ball 2. Here's a breaking ball right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch outside. So Hicks runs it to a full count here. Johnson to the plate, ground ball right side. Abney on to first base, 2 down. Good job by Trent right away, breaking toward the bag in case he would be needed to cover. All right, that brings up Noah Stafford, the first baseman. Fastball outside corner. Trent right back with the breaking ball. This time it's too far away. Here's a 1-1. That's taken for a strike. Again, he took a little bit off of that breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trent working quickly. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate. Here's the pitch. Stafford swings and misses. Ball dropped by Sammy, but he's got it on to first in plenty of time for out number 3. So, in the top half of the 8th, a big run put across the plate, and that was via the home run route as Stephen Overstreet got a hold of a Trent Johnson fastball and drove it over the left field wall. So the Athenians find themselves behind by a 3-2 score. I just got a score. I didn't really get all of the information. Sounded like it was a close game over there, 5-4 from the other ball field. So anyway, sounded like both ball games going pretty much the same way. Well, this is down to the nitty-gritty for the Athenians here, and I think it's 9-1-2 if I remember.
9-1-2, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. We've only managed 2 hits, and we've got find ourselves down 1 run.
Well, one of the things that's happened in there, I'm again going to credit this young man that's come in to relieve here, Adam Atkins, because he really hasn't given us too much from the mound. You know, the other games we were able to get a few more walks, hit batters, what have you, maybe some errors by the defense too. But as you can look out there, Pioneers have committed no errors.
Right.
And there have not been a lot of free bases for the Athenians either. So it's going to be up to our kids to use the bats a little bit and see. Here's Brendan Dowell really basically standing on top of the plate, and the umpire goes with his foot and draws a line in the dirt. Say, young man, you can't get quite that close. He's still on top of that plate. His right foot is really just off the plate. He takes the first pitch, and it's a breaking ball for a strike. So Adam Atkins doing the job for the Pioneers here. Athenians trying to break through. Here's a drive in the right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Here's a throw to first, and I want to tell you, it was really close. And
no, they called him.
I know he went off the bag at first base. And I tell you what, he kind of turned his body towards second. That was really the mistake of the play. I mean, it was wrong, but I don't believe he had any intent. And
yes.
Really not
He's
a good.
Supposed to make an attempt to go.
Not a good call there.
No.
He should not have been called out.
They should probably check.
However, he had to play right in front of him. The throw's coming in.
Exactly.
He should have run through the base. He actually slowed up for the base. Why, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not good base running. Brendan should know better than that.
Yeah.
But
there was no intent to go to second.
No intent to go to second base. So, but we're going to have to live with what it was. They may be changing.
They may be changing it because they're calling the other coach out. Yes, and he's not going to like it.
So, while you're waiting, we're waiting. And who knows, but I think by calling the opposing coach over, it probably favors the Athenians' intents here. So
yes, and I don't think that you can change after you've changed. I don't think he's going to win an argument just because he changed the call.
I tell you, the hard thing is to ever get a change call. Right? I'm reserving comments here at this point, Mike.
Okay.
I have seen a lot of different situations.
Oh, yes, we have.
A lot of different ways. So you really just never know, what you're going to end up with. But I tell you, credit Brendan. Good job of hitting. Bad job of base running. He's got to run through that base.
Yeah,
and we're staying on first base.
Yes.
So, call me.
Yeah, like you said, the place in front of him. There's no reason to, not run through it. You're there.
All right, we're back to the top of the theme, and the job very simple here with Trent Johnson, and you got to get a ball down, but you also have to have enough control to bunt a good ball. A good ball. And Brendan needs to take care of himself at first base, obviously. So here we go. Bottom of the eighth. Athenians still down 3-2, but chance to get on the board here. Here's a pitch taken up and in. Trent showed no sign of bunting because I think we're actually taking another pitch.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was definitely taking this.
He was definitely taking that one, yes.
Here's a stretch of the pitch, and this is way high. Here's a throw to first, and Dow dives back in safely. So 2 balls, no strike. One would assume we're going to take another pitch. And the pitch is taken for a strike. So now what we're going to do is to try to get a ball down. Got to bunt the ball here, Mike.
Yes.
It's already kind of shortened up on the bat. Now he squares. Now he bunts. Good bunt, right side. That'll move the runner. Here's the throw. Ball gets loose! Ball gets loose. It hits the first baseman, and we're all the way to third base and second base, as second base was left uncovered. And now the Athenians have the winning run at second base with nobody down, and that'll bring up speed at the plate with Carson Scott. And Carson's best weapon is a bunt. What do you do here? Got to think we may see bunting again.
Carson is about
Here comes
a
the
very good
coach.
runner.
We're going to have a little powwow, and that's a good move by the Gibson County coach here, because there's a lot of possibilities right here.
Yeah.
If we get on base loaded, Katie Jones will get a home run.
Well, I tell you, it's hard to walk a guy right here in this situation, but it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
It's certainly a possibility. However, they've seen Caden Jones.
Yeah.
They've seen him get our only 2 hits.
He's got our only 2 hits.
I don't think they're going to walk to get to him. But,
his third time they hit him, so
yeah.
You're right.
But we will not have a suicide squeeze here. If we run something, it'll be a safety. Here's a pitch taken for a strike. I don't know. That pitch looked low. I don't know whether did we offer.
Evidently he offered, because that was awfully low.
Yeah, okay. So no balls, 1 strike. Carson Scott at the plate. Infield in on the grass. Here's the pitch. This is taken for a ball. And that pitch. Atkins. He's wondering. He's shaking his head on that one. I think the first one, honestly, was a ball, and that one's a strike, so the counts are right. How's that?
There you go.
All right, here's the pitch. Scott going to take this one up and away. Well, interesting possibilities right here. Got to think that he will be bunting on a good pitch, but who knows? Swinging. So there it goes, the right field. That'll be a tag, and here we come to the plate, and that ball's there in plenty of time, and he's out.
Wow.
So great throw from right field. I tell you what, there was no doubt on that one, but I would have done the same thing. You got to send a runner there. Boy, that ball was hit well, but he got a little bit more of a line drive as a big fly, and so 2 down quickly. The tying run still at third base as we did advance there, and that brings up Caden Jones, and let's see what they do right here. You normally wouldn't put the winning run on base, but they're going to do it.
He'll get a free ride.
That brings up Abney and Peyton with runners at first and third now. So, change is in a hurry.
Wow.
Trent Johnson down at third. Here's the pitch. This is popped up. Going to be back over the backstop and out of play. Do you dare put a play on here? Probably not. Always a possibility. They probably won't play on you if you go to second base, but you are the third out if you get called out before we can cross the plate. So, watching at first base here. Here he goes. They're going to let him go. They step off, but nobody goes to cover. So
we would have liked to have gotten a run down.
You know, Caden represents a winning run, but Athenians with 2 outs now, 1 strike on the batter, Peyton Abney. Here's the pitch. This is taken for strike 2. Base hit will possibly win the game, but Abney now down. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped in the air. That ball is playable. Shortstop over, under, and has it. And that's the old ball game. So the Athenians suffer their first defeat of the season, going down to Gibson County Pioneers here by a score of 3-2. The line score after 8 reads Gibson County 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Your Athenians with 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. So a tough fought ball game. Credit Gibson County and the winning pitcher, Adam Atkins, doing a good job here against the Athenians. Athenian bats going to have to wake up and come alive, Mike. It's really been turning down here where the Athenians have put a few runs on the board, but never really breaking loose with the bats. And going back to Montgomery County and actually Monday going to Tippecanoe County.
Going to West Lafayette, yes.
And hopefully we can get things turned around with the bats. But nonetheless, Athenians starting the season 4-1, nothing to cry about, for sure.
Nothing.
And overall, very, very good pitching. It's just, I think the offense that would worry us a little bit. Of course, we made maybe a couple of untimely errors in this ball game that certainly led to the defeat. But nonetheless, Athenians playing pretty good ball down here. Going to assume we will not have a post game. Athenians obviously would have been wanting to move on up and keep playing on top of the hill in the championship game, but not the case. So congratulations to the Pioneers from Gibson County. Well, Mike, I don't know, statistically, is there anything you want to point to here before we close off?
Now, you mentioned the pitching job. Both pitchers. Trent pitched a fine game. He had quite a few strikeouts. Who came in? Adam Atkins. He came in and pitched a fine game. Towards he pitched, probably 6 of the 8 innings.
Yeah, that's right. He came in the 3rd innings.
Right. And so the pitching was good, but our lack of offense in this game just kind of, it just didn't come around. And that was really actually the story of the game.
Yep, it sure was. And, the thing about it is we're looking at kids we know have been pretty good offensive players, and I don't mean to discredit pitching down here, give them what credit it was, but, even in the games where we scored several runs, I know we had one game we posted, 11 hits maybe. I think the Athenian book had 12 hits in that game, but we really weren't smashing the baseball.
Right.
And we have had a lot of uncomfortable-looking hitters. Let's put it that way at the plate.
Yeah, and you mentioned we bunted a lot in this last game especially, and we just weren't getting them down. We were getting them up. We were popping them up. And we weren't getting down. But Coach Foge and Coach Walliver are seeing things that we're going to work on.
Well, this is spring training for us.
Exactly.
We've always looked at
this is what spring break's all about.
But that gives us a good handle on things. I guess, fortunately or unfortunately, whatever, we go back Monday, we won't be able to practice.
Right.
Who knows? We may be practicing yet today, Mike. There's still a lot of sunshine.
That could happen, yes.
We've got a lot of time. We are staying overnight. So,
Yes, we are.
We won't say we won't have time to practice. Well,
Exactly.
Again, I'd like to thank our help here. We have Michael Smith doing the camera work. Hopefully he showed you a good picture all the time. And Justin Duggar keeping us on. As far as we know, the picture and the program was able to reach Crawfordsville probably without a delay today. And certainly want to thank Mike. Mike Schubert around Crawfordsville athletics all the time. Doesn't matter whether it's football, baseball, basketball, what have you. Mike, I know you're around, as I said, one of our great Athenian fans, and really appreciate your help down here on this tournament. And they may be asking for you to do a little more of that back up at Crawfordsville, as we mentioned earlier. Daryl Hobson, who does a lot of the work on the mic up there at Crawfordsville, is now in the dugout with the kids there. Right. And so I may have to go right away and talk to Daryl and have him to explain this ball game. But anyway, we thank Mike Schubert for helping us out on the mic. And
well, I want to butt in here a minute too, because I want to thank you very much. This was my first time being on the mic with you, and it was a real pleasure, and I enjoyed it. I would like to do one more today, but that's the way the ball goes.
You and me both, Mike. Well, for the crew, this is Dan Welver saying goodbye from Tennessee and look forward to good Athenian baseball.